What fresh hell is this? Why, it's nothing more than a black parade.
I've never liked the city, but it's the only place I would ever call home. I was sold into forced labor when I was a kid, working in dilapidated manufactories and workshops. I guess I would have lived my whole life like that, had I not been good enough a sneak as to join the Guild of Thieves and Assassins a few years later, taking a few jobs ranging from street muggings to infiltrating posh estates. For the first time in my life, I felt I was good at something. I once stole a little trinket that reacts to light, and I was able to go anywhere unnoticed with it. But I was careless, and that won me a 7-year exile to the ore mines in the mountain ranges up north. It could have been worse. I could have ended up in Craig's Cleft and lost a limb to the Hammerites' brand of justice. It took me years to escape, but now I'm back. Everything has changed. I recognize nothing. These old streets that once seemed familiar are now darker and more twisted. And by the looks of it, the city has become even more dangerous than it was before. The hammers prowl the streets like ravens looking for eyes to pluck, and rogues haunt the narrow back streets like rats. I need money, food, and a place to crash. So naturally, I need to find my old associate Dahlquist. We used to operate from a small borough within Newmarket called White Bell, and I've heard that nowadays he runs an orphanage of some sort. White Bell is closed at night, so I'll have to sneak around and get past the gate that separates South Quarter and Newmarket. The police in South Quarter shouldn't bother me as long as I don't do anything illegal and go somewhere I'm not supposed to. But I should be wary of the coppers in White Bell. Thankfully, they're not too sharp, and they don't really venture too much in the darkest areas of the district, where most of White Bell's finest thugs live. Slipping by these guys unnoticed shouldn't be too difficult, and it'll be a nice training if I want to resume my life of crime. Did the Baron's dog's bodies think that my forced toil was going to put an end to my activity? I'll be back in business soon enough.
It's me, Sneaky Sneakman, and welcome to Thief the Black Parade. It's a mod. It's a level pack. It's a level pack and a mod. It's true. Let's turn this down a little bit.
How's it going?
It's me, Harley. I'm sick.
You're sick.
I'm sick with thief
And you're
fever.
Everything is getting more and more
What?
expensive. It's becoming harder to live.
You're sick with what?
I've got the fever.
Damn,
Black
and you're
Parade
still out here
fever.
streaming like a maniac.
No, just a cold. So, one of the fun things about being old now is feeling like oh, that's a big map. Feeling like a regular ass cold will just knock me down.
That's fun.
I mean, I've always been that way. I have like a really bad immune system. I used to get like colds back to back when I was a kid.
It wasn't this way when I was a wee lad.
Well, no point in trying to open that gate. I need to find a way around it.
Found a lever handle. So this is Harley, this is a mod that was in development for something like 10 years. It is a level pack made by veterans in the Thief level pack industrial complex. And it's their way of celebrating the 25th anniversary. And I've heard very good things about it.
I miss the good old days where we had
I always
enough
liked the
equipment
Thief
to
games.
smash
Never
these
did get the
guys.
hang of them when I was a kid, though.
That's what you get with that Baron and his stupid war.
Seriously, we can't even get close to White Belt anymore. Everybody knows it's full of rogues, and we can't even do our job.
You really want to team up with these white ball losers? They don't even have uniforms.
Oh, excuse me, mister. I do the least amount of work, and I just worry about my pay. I find myself having more consideration for my task than you do. I'd like to teach those tappers what real police brutality is, so they haunt another part of town.
Psh, at least this keeps me from ending up in a gutter.
They should let me do voices for this. Oi, I'm a
Yeah.
god. I'm doing garden things. Yeah.
Can someone get this tapping drunken in the garden to shut up? I'm trying to sleep in here.
Stop tapping with me.
Hey, Braden.
Yes.
Did you know that Kentucky is the only American state whose name starts with the letter K?
Someone making noise? Hello? Anyone there? Guess not.
I don't have any money.
Who's there? Who said that? Oh well, don't know what it was.
That's also not true, because Kansas starts with a K.
Kansas dick spit in your mouth? Oh, did I kill you? You stopped moving in game. Did I kill-
Sorry, I can't hear you over the sound of me dying.
That's okay. Honestly, I was hoping someone in the chat would fall for it, but more than I was hoping you would fall for it. There's at least 2 other people watching right now, and both of you are boring. That's not fair. I shouldn't call Braden. I shouldn't call your
My
viewers
audience
boring.
is refined and cultured.
My audience is. Have you seen the most recent Twitch drama that's happening?
What's the most recent Twitch drama?
So, are you familiar with the Twitch streamer who has begun doing her live streams topless with her tits just out of view?
If this is the same one I talked about on my last stream, then yes. Yes,
Well,
I sure do see her.
well, the gaming news cycle has finally figured out she's doing it too.
Oh no.
And now there's a bunch of articles on Twitter being written about it and
Oh
about
no.
how it's a blatant violation of Twitch terms of service and a bunch of other nonsense. It's especially making rounds in the VTuber community because I guess a lot of VTubers have been banned for doing similar but
Yeah,
less.
a lot of VTubers have gotten in trouble for having like revealing models.
Yeah, like not even fully nude ones, just like
Thought I saw
cleavage
something.
and underboob and shit.
Oh, well. Guess it was nothing.
Hee 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 hee. Bonk.
Bonk. I love how they fall over. It's like it's like a 5-year-old in a bad play.
What was that? Thought I heard something. Anyway, listen, if I was, I'd consider it. I'd consider if I was a lady who needed to make money for college. That's one way of making money. And I ain't gonna shame anyone for doing it.
Yeah. It's like that. Do you remember that one scene in season 1 of Grey's Anatomy?
No, I do not.
In season 1 of Grey's Anatomy, one of the main characters is this like really pretty blonde lady doctor,
Katherine
and I don't
Heigl,
remember.
yes.
Cool. So you
I
at
know
least
who
know
Katherine Heigl is.
Right. Okay. Well, the character she's playing, uh, modeled during college. She did underwear modeling during college to pay for college, right?
Yeah.
And some of her coworkers found out, and they started being really rude to her about it, like, you know, making weird sexist comments to her. So at the end of the episode, she snaps. She's like, "Yeah, okay, you can say all you want about the fact that everybody's seen my tits. I'm not $800,000 in debt." So,
You can stop playing games, you know?
you know, you can all go home tonight to your frickin' studio apartments where you can't pay rent,
Thanks
and
for
I'll
the
go
money,
home,
nerd.
and I'll go home to my 2-story house that I own with no mortgage.
I had to turn off my light so I can see. So I can loot. gold on the wallpapers. What a lovely fire.
Yes. Oh, how exciting.
I have important news.
What's
If
up?
you hear a child, it's because there's a child.
Hello, Tiny Braden.
I mean, he's my nephew.
Hello, Braden's nephew.
He's tangentially related to me.
I feel like that's how most nephews are related to people.
Oh yeah, gonna steal all of this guy's shit. I'm gonna steal all your fancy. Oh. See that, Harley? You can now slide the tapestry. Instead of cutting it down.
Oh.
But I'm gonna cut it down.
Cut it down anyways. Is the tapestry worth money?
No. But sometimes there are things behind tapestries.
I see.
No, you Taffer, listen here.
uh, Maxor on YouTube has started playing Baldur's Gate 3 to make a video on him, and he just tweeted, update, started the game, missed Asterion because I didn't know he existed. He is on the cover of the game.
Yeah. Yeah, let's just run around this guy's backyard. Anything, over here? Do I need to turn up the gamut a little bit? moss arrows. I don't have rope arrows yet.
Clear out of here, rogue. This is no place for you.
Are you winning, by the way?
Yeah.
I don't know how thief games work.
You sneak and you steal things.
Right. And the guard that you walked by just a moment ago,
Well,
it's because you're out.
I'm not in hostile
Yeah.
territory.
I was gonna say it's because you're outside, so it's okay for you to just be chilling.
Builder be praised. He has stopped. Thank you, thank you.
Oh shit, no wonder I'm so fucking sleepy. It got dark in my room.
Only one way down into the sewer.
Oh no, a sewer. Oh, gross. You have to swim there? Oh. I wouldn't get you back into the safe house.
What's a cover? What isn't a cover?
to see White Bell hasn't changed much. It's still a lair for knaves and rogues like me.
Just the wind, I guess. Hey, what was that? What's going on over there?
Ah. Ah.
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
What?
Do you think I'm blind and I don't see that ace up your sleeve? You cheat! So many creeps.
Have some nerve to call me a cheat, you rascal son of a hammer. I'm winning fair and square. You're so terrible I don't need to cheat to beat you.
You're a taffin swindler. Listen, everyone. That bloke is a cheat and a fraud.
Say I cheat again, and I'll rip your head off with my blade, you damn liar.
If you want to kill each other, you want to fight. Stupid, tired. What are you looking at? Wanna fight? Yeah. Your own mother won't recognize you.
Hey.
Video game. Hey Braden,
Yeah.
did you play Rogue Trader yet?
No. I have no money.
That's fair. I'm gonna put
Otherwise,
you
I
over
would
here.
play it.
I'm gonna put you over here on my other monitor so I can watch your stream while I play game.
Okay. I'll be back in a sec.
Good luck.
I'm
Don't
gonna
die.
eat McDonald's.
Oh shit.
Hello, I'm back.
Welcome back. Skip. Skip.
Oh, I'm being sneaky.
What's with the lockdown?
Dunno. Nobody tells me anything. Guess that we're on the lookout for some thugs.
Some thugs. I know where they are, and they're not near this gate. Why aren't we on the waterfront?
We go in there. Don't want to find myself at the end of a sword that's not mine.
I'll see you later at the ale house anyway.
Uh-huh. What is quick save? F11. Oh, whoops the daisy me. Ha 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 ha. Sir, you seem to have suffered a blow to the head. Okay, I guess that's all that was here. easy.
What's going on over there?
Ha 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 ha.
So my psyker immediately in this fight cast her first ability and perils and broke her own ribs.
Yeah. So you're saying it's authentic?
Incredibly authentic.
Just you wait till I find you. Come out, you! I heard that.
Oh shit, that's a surprise.
Don't worry, I'll find you.
These levels are very intricate. This is the first level. Ooh, smoke bombs. I think these are new.
Hey, what's crack-a-lackin', bitch?
What's that? Who got?
Nothing. How you doing?
Well, Giant Bomb just wrapped up. Hey, they're,
Did Zelda win?
Yeah, Zelda won, but out of nowhere, Tam got Baldur's Gate to get third.
Yay. I'm sure that would have been fun to watch live.
Also, did you play that Toho game that came out? Artificial
No.
Dream in Arcadia?
What?
They made a new Toho game. I think
Like
you would
an
like
official
it.
one?
I mean, are any Toho games actually official? No, it's a first-person dungeon crawler. They made a Toho wizardry game.
Of course they did. Of course that exists.
Came out September?
Sure.
I think you would like it. What if wizardry dungeon crawling, but it was Toho?
Uh-huh.
You like Toho?
I have no opinion on Toho.
You like the concept of Toho.
I'm very bad at bullet hell games. Too busy playing this here thief mod that the kids are into.
I'm shocked that no one on Giant Bomb had Toho on their list.
Toho,
or
no.
or Paranormal Site.
Are you?
Yes. No.
I think Jan could play Paranormal Site.
Jean-Luc actually advocated for it on the GameSpot stuff, but I know from personal interactions with him, he is the only person that has taken me up on talking about Umineko and Igarashi.
Whoops.
Okay.
Someone making noise?
Legend of Zelda's 1, Alan Wake 2 is 2, Baldur's Gate 3 is 3, Resident Evil 4 Remake is 4.
Oh, I see what they're doing.
No, these are actual numbers, because 5 is Pikmin 4. Armored Core 6 is... Oh, now they're just realizing that Armored Core 6 is 6, and they're freaking out. 7 is Mario Bros.
Demonic attention. I don't like that. Why did the game say that?
Listen, sometimes you psychs too much in the demons. The demons.
Someone there? Who is that? me come find you?
Oops.
Make a noise now. Hey, come on.
Oh. Well, I'll be.
God. Have you played Shadow Gambit yet, Brayden?
No.
Oh fuck! God damn it! Your GOTY list isn't validated. I'm pretty sure that would make your top 5.
I know. But you see, my problem is I'm like, well, I never finished Desperados.
But it's better than Desperados.
I'm very good at stealth.
I believe you.
I'm very good at stealth. Yeah, no, if I had money, I would buy all of the video games. Because Cyberpunk's on sale, and Shadow Gambit's on sale. And a couple other things that I was interested in.
I can't put Jusant above Resident Evil 4.
I mean, you could if you weren't a little bitch.
Put you here. I'll put Resident Evil. So my list is now Paranormal Sight, Chance of Sonar, Shadow Gambit, Baldur's Gate,
Yep.
Hi-Fi Rush, Resident Evil 4, Little Goody Two Shoes. Let's see if Jusant can continue to be here. I'm not as enthused by Tears of the Kingdom as most people.
You mean the children?
Of course I mean the children. They steal everything they see. Just this morning, one of them robbed me. And the law
fuck Spider-Man, Survivor, no. Final Fantasy
They
16,
never do their job correctly.
Not a big Dredge guy, not Starfield. Actually, Cyberpunk 2077, I'm gonna put it on the list.
Did you
That game didn't come out this year.
I would argue that the thing that they released this year is
Phantom Liberty came out this
Phantom
year,
Liberty is basically its own game.
It also sounds like they
I might actually cut Liza P and Armored Core 6 on this.
Liza P is on my list. I don't know if Armored Core 6 is, and part of that just might be me being like, this game isn't like the old games that I also played this year.
I didn't like Octopath that much. Oh fuck! I forgot about System Shock.
Yeah, what about System Shock? What about the Dead Space remake?
I think I would take the Resident Evil remake over the Dead Space remake.
Yeah, I would too.
You know what? I'm gonna have to remove Jusant.
Jusant.
Little Goody Two Shoes stays on here. And also, I do genuinely believe Kansas Sonar deserves to be on my list. God, Brayden, you
Little
sound
Goody
terrible.
Two Shoes has punishing puzzle dungeons and...
No, I know. He told me before. Fuck. No to Wolong. No to Blasphemous. Dichia, no. Talos Principle, no. Benva, no. Mortal Kombat 1, no. Honkai Star Rail.
Open all doors. Open the door. 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 Thank you. Main elevator controls. Activate elevator. Alrighty. Thank you.
I'm gonna cut Pizza Tower and I'm gonna cut Fire Emblem Engage.
Damn. Cutting Fire Emblem?
Come out here, I
Were there no dateable waifus in this one or something?
No, it's just not good enough.
Fair enough.
All quiet now.
That was
Must have
mostly
been
a
rats.
joke. I respect your opinion enough to assume that it would be a real reason.
But, you know.
He's wrong.
You're gonna put Fire Emblem on top 10?
Yeah, dude, it's the best playing Fire Emblem in years.
I don't know anything about that.
Tactics. Tactics over waifus. This is my new platform.
Yeah, I guess I'll be a normie and have my last slot go to Tears of the Kingdom.
At some point, I'll play more Tears of the Kingdom. Instead, I'm playing this.
But you're playing good games.
People seem to really like this mod. This first level is incredibly elaborate. In a way I can respect.
Something there. Just the wind, I guess.
Roll ride.
Fire Emblem
That's
Days
just a regular
is better
shotgun.
than Three Houses.
Put that in the cart.
I don't have to play it 4 times to see the story.
Also, they do some creative things with like the formatting of the maps and like your mission structure. Like it's like, oh right, Fire Emblem remembers it can do stealth missions and like ambushes where you're not the victim, and like not just giant big rectangles and squares where you start upper right and they start bottom left, or vice versa.
I'll find you.
Power.
He's right here.
Take the elevator up. Apologize to all of these people.
Fuck it. I'm gonna get rid of Tears of the Kingdom, and I'm gonna put Lunacid on this list. Fuck it.
I'm very good at stealth. Very good
Was
at
Lunacid
stealth.
technically 2022?
No, Lunacid came out into 1.0 this year.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm not gonna put any FromSoft, but I will put Lunacid.
Yeah.
And yeah, I put a visual novel as my #1. Get it?
Yeah, at some point I'll play that.
You should. I'll probably play it on stream just to show people that I'm not crazy. Hammers are important. They put nails into things.
Ow. Prepare it.
Anyway, I'm really good at stealth. Don't worry about the bodies.
If you burn the bodies, will the voices stop?
Yes. to get 500 gold worth of loot. Because I'm playing on hard, because I'm a real gamer.
If I wanted rage clicks, okay?
Is Anthem making the list? No.
No. No, Anthem might actually win most disappointing for us. Because we went in thinking that we were going to play a sicko game. What we got...
It's just Destiny but shit.
Did you think you were going to play a sicko game?
We thought it was going to be like a bad,
we thought there was going to be something interesting about Anthem.
Fun, at least.
Oh, okay. So you thought it would be bad
there
fun.
Would be something to talk about.
And instead what we got is like this half-baked Destiny clone, but it was developed before Destiny, and just nothing
no, it was
but...
developed after Destiny.
But nothing but all of these, like, half-realized things. Yeah, I don't know, man.
I have acquired the science fiction staple.
And it has production values up the wazoo, but none of like the actual BioWare hallmarks that make BioWare games even remotely appealing
some fellow who lost
to
his
general
sense of
audiences.
smell.
Like, man, that game was a bummer. And unlike Brayden, I wasn't a coward. I played it all.
Yeah, it's true. Foolishly, I did not play the video game that I hated.
I'm just saying that I think I have completed more games than you this year.
I mean, I have a list. Yes, Lionheart, it was our longest podcast, but at what cost? We tried to break down the plot of that game.
We had a very healthy conversation about the plot, the very intricate and complex and in-depth story
this is why, like,
of Anthem.
Jeff had an existential crisis trying to edit it. Because he's like, oh, I just like a good 90-minute pod.
It's that, and also our guest, he's gonna have a nightmare trying to muffle the laughter. Like, I don't look forward to him needing to do that either. Not saying that the person that we were recording as a guest was
I'm talking
not
about
appreciated. But also, I think that's a huge insurmountable thing as well.
Oh, but yeah, also have fun editing our Kusolstice pod. I'm sure he's already done it, but I would like to have Cassidy on again.
I would like to point out that issue to Cassidy, though.
Yeah.
Before we record a second podcast with her.
Them.
Or them.
So people can look forward to that.
Help! Help!
Anyways, I'm playing Rogue Trader, and I've acquired the science fiction staple. I've got a blue-skinned lady in my party.
I miss when there weren't that many good games coming out in a single year.
You pine for the salad days of 2014.
I pine for the days of, like, yeah, when you could, like, reasonably say, this Lord of the Rings game,
This Lord of the Rings game is the best game of this year.
With sexy Shelob.
That was the second one that people didn't like as much.
I like that one.
Yeah, 2024 might be when all of the games that were screwed over by COVID come out. The worst part is
Here's my thing. I'm optimistic about 2024, even though I probably shouldn't, considering like everybody who works in the industry, like so many of them lost their jobs. I'm optimistic only because I think that the bottleneck from COVID is going to persist into 2024. Like, that's part of the reason why this year was so good, is because so many games that got delayed because of the difficulties of distance development and digital development at home work were impacted and had to be elongated, and so they all came out this year. I think that is going to persist to a certain degree. I also, just listening to Game Mess Mornings, it seems like there are a lot of video game projects that have not been announced yet, in part because, like, we didn't have another E3 when the industry is finally getting things out. Like, there's a lot of stuff that's just not been announced.
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
What?
Do you think I'm blind and I don't see that ace up your sleeve? You cheat!
You have some nerve to call me a cheat, rascal son of a hammer. I'm winning fair and square. You're so terrible, I don't need you.
4 coins. I just can't believe I am working to...
I hope it's not some watchdog or
But
another
also, yeah,
rogue.
if it's a bad year, I don't know, man.
Guess it was
I feel like I
nothing.
played half of the big games that I should have played.
Hey, step away from me. Sell your junk to someone else.
I'm just gonna say, if I have a game from last year that could have made my GOTY list category for 2024, it's gonna be Fierce.
Yeah. I mean, all the great games are coming out next year too, like that Alone in the Dark reboot that got
delayed again, which got
March.
delayed again. Also, Riven.
Yeah. The sequel to Myst.
Overpriced food, overpriced boots, overpriced everything.
Oh, that's gonna be fucking crazy.
Suicide Squad, according to people who have played the beta or whatever, that they weren't supposed to talk about, but everyone talked about it. Apparently that Suicide Squad game is fun. Baffling.
People don't hate the Avatar game that just came out.
I have in
that's
fact
their
heard
fault.
that people genuinely
That's
like
a
the
character
Avatar.
flaw.
Okay.
I don't know. I haven't seen the second movie, but everything I hear about what they did with the big reveal of the villain, that sounds fucking dumb as shit, and I need to see it.
I really liked the second movie. I will be entirely honest
But
with
Harley, that's a really dumb thing to do for your villain for your second film. That's a really dumb thing. I love it.
I thought
love it.
I genuinely thought it was great.
I can't believe they kept that also a secret for as long as they did, because...
Jake Sully, the main character of that movie, purely because of like
do they still do the thing where they fuck each other with their like tentacle dreadlock? Like,
I
do
mean,
they still
don't
do that?
They don't do it on screen this movie.
Aw, fuck that. I hear they do that in the video game, but I'm sorry. Go ahead. Really.
Jake Sully is hands down my favorite
Dog
protagonist
should be
in any
this
movie that's come out
inconspicuous
in the last like
orphanage.
5 years.
Knowing the guy,
purely
it's a
because
front
at the end
operation.
of the movie,
And I wouldn't be surprised if he uses the kids
when
to do
the
his
big
dirty
bad is like, I'm gonna kill your whole family, Jake's just like, sure, fine, I guess we'll kill you now then. We were gonna leave, but fuck you.
I don't know, I think that the problem is other than amazing reveal of Blue Man, I think that all of the villainous humans in the Avatar movie are just bad.
Okay, but have you considered that maybe unobtained?
Why on earth would you load into that one? Okay. Where does Orc live? 60.
There's a body in the canal.
Yeah, it's just, I am curious to see what is the immediacy of the impact of all of these layoffs on the industry in 2024. Like, oh my god, Braden.
Yes?
I'm getting an ad for Skull and Bones with the date February 16th,
Yeah, it's a
very
real game.
prominently in this ad. This is very good.
Yeah, no, it's a real game.
Singapore's gonna be happy, right?
Yeah, Singapore will finally let Ubisoft leave.
What do you think the odds are they released the game and they shut down that Singapore studio saying, we're finally free?
Saying, oh, thank God.
The blood pack is over. I don't know. I actually thought that the trailer they showed at the Game Awards, where it seems like they're going in a more fantastical, flamboyant way, is interesting. It's just, why would you, like, Sea of Thieves is going to be a hard sell. Like, with Sea of Thieves having a shockingly active community that likes everything that the game has contributed, like, people forget, but, like, Sea of Thieves is, like, a big deal.
Door.
Especially in Europe, for whatever reason.
First.
I need 12 more money.
I'm really... I'm in awe that the game is probably actually going to come out.
Yeah, and people are gonna forget about it after a month.
Who's your VTuber of the year? It's Fuimoko.
Yeah, it's Fuimoko.
It kind of came out of nowhere and became one of the hottest acts in the game.
Sometimes they say a word at the same time and you're like, oh right, they're twins. Powerful twins.
I just still think it's very funny that... I still think it is very funny that for a brief hot second, people really did think it was just one person.
Well, the joke that everyone makes is that, actually, there is no Fuwawa. There is no Fuwawa. Mokoko, she died in the accident. And that's the joke. Alright, time to get up on the roofs. See if we can't get some cash around here.
Hello.
Hi.
Hope I'm in the dark.
This really is the best part of Thief. Is like the overwhelming darkness.
Justin, I need 12 more gold.
Surely there's somebody around you could rob.
I found it.
Great. I have heard this thing is very good.
Yep.
Yeah.
There we go. Bing bong.
I mean, Deadly Shadows is better, but yes.
You're the listen iconoclast. Iconoclastman.
Look, I'm gonna be honest, I think part of the reason why I think that is because my first experience with Thief was Deadly Shadows on the Xbox.
Like the original Xbox game, Deadly Shadows?
Yeah.
That's a hot take, or a controversial opinion at least.
Deadly Shadows has that fun hub world that feels like a waste of time.
It's got the single best level.
It's got the Shellbridge Cradle, which people don't shut up about.
But it's the single best level in all of Thief.
Have you messed with the first-person mod for
Xbox
Deadly
version
Shadows?
had tactile controls since it used the game controller instead of all the keyboard, and so within the mini game with the lockpicking, you actually had rumble, and you could actually solve that puzzle through feel rather than the normal mini game, which made it immediately easier.
I thought you were a keyboard and mouse player now.
Hey, anything that makes a shitty lockpicking minigames easier, I'll take it.
I am a shitty lockpicking minigame.
Lockpicking minigames shouldn't exist. So you should just have a lockpicking stat, and either you pass it or you don't.
Well, we have a game for you. It's called Wizards and Warriors 2000.
We also recently.
Is this a... Do I need to play Deadly Shadows before playing this? Not Deadly Shadows, Original Thief.
I don't want to be disturbed. Leave me alone and tap off.
Calm down, Dahlquist. It's me.
Hume?
I mean, the
Is
thing
that
is,
really you? How?
Whenever I
When?
play Thief: The Dark
By
Project,
the trickster. I didn't know you were back in the city.
Yeah, I arrived a few days ago.
Isn't this like one of your White
This
Whale
has
games that
changed
you've
a
said
lot.
is you've never actually finished it all the way?
I've never actually finished Thief 1 all the way because
You can't believe how
some
glad
levels
I am
in that
to
game
see
are boring
Bunch of
They're also
lackwits
really
I've left
hard.
and long.
Yeah, I managed.
See, the problem with
but the
Thief
work is as
1
dull as it can be.
is
Oh,
that it
say,
is a
I
game
was
that
actually looking for
didn't
someone who
quite
could carry
figure
a
out.
job.
Like, it still
You're
feels like
best,
it's of
and
a
you
different
always
era in
come
terms
the nick
of
time, you sneaky
stealth
bastard.
design, where it's like, oh, you got
So,
detected, you die.
what do you
And
say?
yes,
Willing to
the
help
whole
your old
gimmick is
pal
that you
out?
can still kind of like bob and weave out of those situations, but it is very hard. It is very hard. It's
I
not
know,
really until
Chris, I killed like 4 people.
Thief 2.
Thief 2,
I'll
they
say
knew
this.
that they were making, and the levels are designed accordingly.
Willing to say, I think Thief 2 is better than the Dark Project.
That's not a controversial.
That seems like a widely held opinion. I want to play both of them as.
Other than Fui Moko, are there any 2023 VTuber debuts that you liked?
I don't know.
Have you fallen off the VTuber game?
I still watch the VTubers. It's just I can't. I mean, it
I think
helps
that the emphasis on karaoke and singing is starting to wear on me.
they're popular.
It looks like Dahlquist has an interesting job for me. There's a merchant in town called Monsieur
What is
Halliford,
it? I think
who owns
I think
a
I've dropped
ramshackle manor in the
Minome
south
from
of
my
Shadowbridge.
rotation.
I mean, the
He
thing is, a lot
fancies
of
himself
the,
an art collector now, and possesses a precious vase
the
with
first-gen
diamonds that
HoloLive
Dahlquist wants to
members
acquire. Maybe we can pawn it to some
like,
fancy
Especially the
artisans for a nice
English-speaking
sum of
ones.
money.
collabs and tie-ins and shit,
He assures me that Halliford will be away tonight,
and so they don't actually
meaning he
stream.
left the house to his house guards. And the word is, they've been quite lax, as they haven't been properly paid for quite some time. This is a perfect opportunity to get in, steal that shiny trinket, and get out quietly. Dahlquist has provided me with a quick sketch of the manor. Looks like the place is stuck between several old buildings, so the interior is most probably quite narrow. There's a sewer access nearby, so I can always use it to break into the manor grounds, though I'd rather avoid the awful stench coming from there. I haven't seen
But anyways,
Dahlquist in years, so I don't know if his
So Ken
information
Levine
is
only
truly accurate
wrote
and
this
reliable.
game. Like, he did the
But if
writing
it
and the
is,
story stuff. He didn't
this
do any of
job
the
should be
programming or
painless and
design work,
profitable.
right?
And I really need the money right now.
I think so. Like, he touched this game, but it wasn't
Touched
much.
this game, but he was
my-
working on System Shock 2.
Yeah, my understanding is that Ken Levine's big thing is System Shock 2. And SWAT. But didn't he do SWAT 4?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
SWAT
Ken
4 was an irrational. And, you know, Freedom Force.
Apparently someone poked him about, like, his whole Ghost Story Games project. Like, it's not canceled. It's like, fuck, dog, that was announced in 2014. What the fuck?
Has he actually done anything?
No.
Other than
No. So
Get on Twitter.
Take Two had to do this because they had their end of the year wrap up, and they had to basically. So they said, yes, we are aware the situation with GTA 6 is bad. It keeps getting leaked. We did pay a ransom. We worked with the FBI. Blah blah blah. We still believe this game is going to make us a lot of money. So yeah, 2023 is going to be a write-off, but we'll make it all back.
Yep.
And then they also had to indicate, we believe that Ghost Stories Project Judas will release sometime in 2025.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, I'm not a huge GTA person, but what that studio has gone through, like, just everything that they've planned for, everything that they've worked on, like, constantly getting hacked, and, like, for a single developer,
going to make so much fucking money.
It is still going to make a bunch of money, but for a single developer to face that level of not just, I don't mean scrutiny, but like that level of harassment, regardless of how you feel about GTA, still feels shitty. Like getting your entire like debug copy of your game leaked. That's awful. That's genuinely terrible.
You'll have to do better than that, Tapper! Someone think this is funny? Oh well.
Anyway, how do you feel about Arcane making a Blade game?
I
talked
think
about that a few
that
days
is potentially very fun.
I think that's a great.
I think that's
Like,
a great, but unfortunately, it's Arcane Leon, and they are going to be encouraged from Deathloop being successful and well reviewed, which means it's going to be a baby game for babies that doesn't care about me.
But Braden, the excuse this time, the excuse this time is, you kind of need to make it for babies because it's appealing to the Marvel crowd. Like, so they have an excuse this time.
Yeah. I just want him to say motherfucker's always trying to ice skate uphill.
Always bet on black.
Motherfucker's always trying to ice skate uphill.
Very good line. Apparently, Wesley Snipes said that out of the blue somewhere, or at least as the story goes. And somebody was like, "We need to get that in the script," and he's like, "No." And then they got it in the script. Great.
Negative pie reviews. Oh.
Can't do anything here. Sitting down, waiting.
I sort of brought this up earlier, but I'll...
Okay.
Have you tried like the first person mod for Thief Deadly Shadows?
What does
Does
that
that exist somewhere? Puts it in first person and...
I mean, the game's already in first person.
The third one?
Yeah.
I thought a good chunk of that was in third person.
No, it's still, the game is still in first. You can do both.
Or at least it fixes.
Oh, it fixes like. Yeah,
Let's
because there's
see.
like some fun.
I thought
like,
there was
collision and visibility stuff because you are fully rendered instead of.
Am I just imagining this?
I mean, there's Thief 3 Gold.
Oh, that was Justin.
What about me?
Nothing.
Did something happen?
Yeah, music stuff, right? Like, we gotta talk about our music shit.
Oh, I still need to listen to that Dead Can
I
Dance.
have not listened to it.
People seem to like it.
Yeah, you guys are gonna hate my shit, and I love it.
No, I'm not.
You're
I'm
gonna
curious to know what
fucking
you're gonna think of mine.
I already shared one. Shoshowskowitz. Weird, mental breakdown, classical music shit.
Oh, that the thing I gave me a listen to a while ago.
Genuinely, like, cited as being a source of inspiration for metal and rock music. Like, Maynard says he listens to Shoshowskowitz.
That doesn't surprise me.
Also, Maynard is a genuine weird person, so yes, it does not surprise
Yeah,
me.
like it's yeah. How do you feel about Tool, ZP?
I think that their latest, the album that came out like during the pandemic was awful. I did not like it, but
Really?
everything else is fine. I did not like their most recent album. I thought it was genuinely a disappointment.
What was this? What was the song? Numa. I liked it. It was a lot softer than their previous stuff, but
There are weird like melodic guitar work there that just feels like fucking like this should be in Frank Ocean. Like what the fuck? And then also Maynard's actual lyrics were maybe the weakest they've ever been in that album. Not his vocalization, though. I do think that there are times when the production does not assist him in like his aging voice, but like the actual quality of his writing was poor from absolute top to bottom.
Well, maybe I'll have to listen to it again. I've also never been like a massive Tool fan. Like I feel like some of their stuff.
Neither have I, but I thought it was a poor outing.
I might be misremembering something about Thief 3. Be right back. Alright.
Ha-ha!
Anyway, but yeah, like that Panopticon pick, I've been listening to it also on my own time. I'm very curious to know how much people hate or like it. I bet Gino's gonna loathe it.
Gino, loathe a thing?
A thing that is maybe hard to decipher and requires some pretty intense consideration.
I'm gonna start putting a sticker on the dishwasher, reminding people that if they open it before it's done, that they have to hit the start button again. And by remind people, I mean it's to remind me.
Be back in a minute.
How are you doing today?
How is Maggie doing?
He's good. We got her blood, the results back from her bone marrow thingy. She doesn't have cancer.
Hooray! She's just an old dog.
She's just an old dog.
Come out, you!
Anyway, let's go back to that. Using this. Ha ha ha.
It's fine, both of you can hang out in the storage closet. Don't mind me. So I was talking to Justin about this earlier, but I feel like when I was younger, a cold didn't knock me on my ass the same way it does now. And
You were
is it
talking
just
to me
is
about
this
that.
what being old is?
Right, he mentioned it. He mentioned it in a different Discord that we use for playing Gloomhaven.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mentioned a cold I had at Thanksgiving of last year. Which it knocked me on my ass in a way that I could not be sitting here playing this game, holding this conversation like Braden is. But yeah, like I think it's a combination of, being outside less and colds and flus getting more powerful.
Yeah.
But no, last year I woke up on a Sunday morning, like the Sunday before Thanksgiving, and it just felt like a little tickle in my throat. Like, maybe I'm sick, maybe it's just I slept wrong or my throat's dry or something.
Yeah.
By that evening, I was losing my voice and had a fever, and the next morning it hurt to even whisper, and I did not have the mental capacity to do anything except watch YouTube Let's Plays and sleep.
Are we talking about our COVID?
No,
it was not COVID. It was just a cold.
Oh.
Like I took.
So I had something similar in that. So I went basically. I think I've told this before. I went. I would say 2 years without getting sick at all because of just sheltering in place, wearing a face mask, avoiding crowded environments, and like social distancing. And then I went to the first moderate-sized Christmas party of my life, followed by like a concert, and I got a cold, and it kicked the shit out of me. Holy shit!
When was this?
This was last year. It was the first time I had genuinely gotten sick in 2 years, and my body it was just a cold. It was like I had been murdered.
All of us are talking about our early 30s cold experiences and how they're very different from our, let's say, late teens.
I don't even
cold
think. No.
experiences.
I mean, I guess I'm different in that I get sick every year, like genuinely sick because I'm a teacher, and like it's just part of the game. Like you're gonna get sick 2 to 3 times per year. So I guess for me, no, I'm in my 30s. It's absolutely not that big of a deal. For me, I had not gotten sick for 2 years, so I had no immunity, no like bodily response other than it's time to just get violently ill.
There. Show yourself.
But yeah, no, I get sick at least 2 to 3. I use my 10 days of sick leave like almost all the way.
I rarely.
Yo, whoa, hold up! You get 10 days of sick leave?
Yeah, it's called unions.
That's fucking wild. Every job
Here's the craziest thing about teacher sick days. Our days, if you don't use them, get banked and carry over to the next year.
What?
That's fucking...
Mine.
Okay, every job I've ever had gave me 24 hours of sick time, which, if you work 8-hour shifts, means you get 3 days of sick time the whole year.
My sick time is just like, here's like an hour every hour you've worked. Like it's like a percentage of every hour you worked gets added to your sick time pool.
I'm gonna
and that
play
rolls
more of
over.
That thief.
But no, yeah. Huh? What?
I'm gonna play more of that thief thing.
Another time, or
another time? Well, not on stream, but
are you calling it, or do you want me to start?
I want to play something? Do you want to play something?
No, you normally play something. Play something else. I want you to be upbeat before you call it a day.
I am upbeat. I'm just sick.
It sounds like he's sick.
I'm just having a great time.
Do you want me to set up?
Do you want to play something? If not, listen. I got stuff.
What do you got?
I got.
What's your best shot? But no, anyways, like I was saying.
Yeah,
I've been teaching for like 9 years. I'm gonna come up to my 10th year, so I technically have like 30 days of sick leave, like basically a month, because I was able to bank 4 to 5 days per year. And then also, I never got sick during COVID because I was teaching at home. And it was a different sick leave if you could prove it was COVID.
Oh.
I have seen people at my place with like hundreds of hours of sick leave because they've been there for decades. And it's just kept rolling over.
See, okay, you know what? Actually, I think maybe the big difference here is that I've only ever worked retail jobs, and y'all have like real people jobs.
It's fine.
And retail treats you like you're a machine.
Oh, you get treated like a machine too when you're at work, but not quite as much.
Well, okay, sorry. Let me rephrase that. Retail treats you like a machine that's replaceable, not repairable.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
I'm a $10 Kodiak fucking disposable camera.
Yeah, What is this? Is this
Battle bit.
Battle? This is cool. I would like to play this.
Oddly enough, I miss those disposable cameras.
It's got.
They got the job done.
Yeah.
They were cheap, they were affordable, and guess what? Most of the film quality was way better than you could ever imagine.
Let's get that fucking agility up, because I like dodging attacks and not getting hit.
And I don't know if any of you guys are aware of this, but that style of camera has come back in vogue, and the price of that shit today is ridiculous. I mean, I think you all are aware that like the instant film cameras have made a comeback.
I'm not aware of that at all, but sure.
Oh no! So Polaroid, Fujifilm, like Instax, like they're all back. They're all like
the name of this little Wakistan.
Yeah.
And the price for the instant film is ridiculous.
Oh yeah, that's what I've heard. Like Polaroids are silly.
I mean, the whole situation with Polaroid is interesting just because like the company today is actually super compelling. Because I don't know if you realize this, but Polaroid basically went bankrupt.
Yeah.
And a bunch of fans and enthusiasts that wanted Polaroid to still make just traditional film created their own spin-off company called the Impossible Project. And then Polaroid came out of bankruptcy with a court mandate that they needed to auction themselves. And then those fanboys and fangirls and fan people ended up buying the company. So the Dojinshi authors actually ended up buying the IP. That's something that Braden gets.
I understand your reference.
I mean, I know what that is, but
anyways, no, that to me is actually super cool.
I put a red dot on top of my
But the problem with like instant film is the cheapest you could probably go with most instant film is about $1 to $2 per pop, like per shot. And so if you fuck up, which is a natural thing that happens when you're doing instant film, you've just wasted $2.
There's another guy over there. Get him.
And the viewfinders for instant films have never traditionally been all that great. I mean, you can get the primo ones where they're really nice, but
yeah, you're
looking at spending anywhere between $200 to $300.
So, you said you want voice chat?
I love voice chat.
All y'all out. Get fucking smoked, you
I want the three of you to get my new favorite character in any media ever for at least the next couple of months.
Okay. Where is this? Is it in voice to text?
Voice to text.
So are we? Is it a necromancer? Is it a drow?
That's a navigator. She is a human mutant who has a third eye that lets her peer into the warp.
Yes.
There's a grenade next to you.
What? What grenade?
It's not there anymore. Sorry, I saw it fly past.
Battlefield.
Anyway.
You ever hear about this game?
Tell me about this Battlefield.
Battlefield 1942. All right. So Wake Island. Alamein. Okay.
Does this game have a horseshoe-shaped island?
It sure does.
Map.
There sure is a horseshoe-shaped island map. Because it's a video game.
I see a helicopter. I wish Battlefield was still being made and not Battlefield.
Yeah. If only, it's a real shame they didn't make any more games. But, we have this little indie spiritual successor.
Because I tried to play.
It's really funny watching the Game Awards because I know that Braden didn't watch them.
I did watch them, you fucker.
But when the guy behind the finals popped up, and it's like, hey, that's the guy who enacted the whole Frostbite mandate that irreparably damaged multiple franchises.
That was, what's his bucket?
Yeah. And he's just talking, and everyone seems super excited by the finals. But still, it sure is something that people seem to have just let it pass that he did this mandate or advocated for this mandate that then has irreparably ruined multiple franchises.
I don't think most people know or can actually like comprehend. Like some people just hear Frostbite and they think, "Oh, the game's shit," which isn't true. Like the Frostbite engine has a purpose, and when it's used for that purpose, it's excellent.
Yeah. What if we made every game using it?
What if we made the RPG people?
What if we made the Madden?
What if we made the Madden with the engine made for Battlefield?
What if we made Need for Speed?
That way we don't have to pay Epic a licensing fee.
Joe Biden mega fan got best transports in this year's scoreboard.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Amtrak Joe,
Anyway.
we call him. As a gore.
How has this game been? I know you've had voice chat turned on. Have you felt like this game has been particularly toxic?
Not
I mean,
really.
Is it young or is it like the older crowd from
I
Battlefield
feel like it's
that's
mostly
not
dudes.
persistent?
It's mostly
older dudes.
It's mostly dudes
who
talk.
a lot of
at
cases.
least. I had one very good game where like the guy who was the squad leader was like constantly relaying information and telling people like, all right, push here. And it's
Is
like,
there like a commander mode like Battlefield 2 had?
There, I don't think so.
God, I wish that came back. I wish that came back.
I don't think that would fly in pretty much.
Came back. Well,
It's
like
in,
at
what's
least
that
it
one
has
with
a
the
toggleable feature that you can toggle or not toggle.
What's the World War II shooter that's like hyper realistic? It's Hell something.
Hell Let Loose.
Hell Let Loose. Yeah.
That game is all about
that game has.
domination.
Yeah, that game has a commander mode. Also, I tried to play Hell Let Loose, and that was not what I wanted.
No, I played that game on a free weekend with people who had actually played it before, and it's fun to sit around in a tank and blow people up.
Yeah.
From like halfway across the map.
That's one of those things where either you are 100% dedicated to it, or you just fucking don't bother. And dedicated to it in the specific way that it was made for.
Yeah. See, I ran to a place, and then I got shot in the
died.
head.
Uh-huh.
And now I'm laying here waiting to get revived.
Uh-huh. Well, it's not
Probably
quite
bleed out instead, right?
Great. I was gonna say it's not quite the Battlefield experience
I
because
got
the
a double
medic
kill
isn't
with
sitting
the
next
frag
to you.
grenade,
Not
it's fine.
great.
It's 10 times exploit stacks. Also have plus 10 times. Yeah, precise attack. Sounds really fucking useful.
How buggy is the game, Harley?
I have not encountered a single bug in. Let me go check my Steam real quick. In the like 13 hours I've been playing.
Okay, that's more than Wrath of the Righteous.
What if we got into historical multiplayer games like Hold Fast?
Is my first fucking skill upgrade? Talent, characteristic, talent, characteristic, special ability, talent.
There's Hold Fast. What if we all got into the Civil War Battlefield game? Joking.
Are you talking about the one that all the reviews are just like weird racists being like, I love
No,
playing this Confederacy.
that's Kingdom Come.
Well, Kingdom Come Deliverance doesn't have. No, there is a Civil War shooter, and as far as I could, as far as I could tell, the developers were like, we wanted, or like not shitty people, or they were at least very good at hiding it. But I mean, you had to know when you started making that thing that you were going to attract a crowd.
Holdfast is just very funny because Holdfast is great because it's mostly Europeans playing their own respective countries. And then you join Great Britain and it's actual Scottish people, like, trying to pretend to be, like, officers from the Battle of Waterloo, and they just sound incredible. I love Holdfast. Brayden, what if you were a line infantry with an actual person being your drummer boy in Napoleonic combat?
That sounds great and also terrible.
I'm gonna share the meme video of like this is the perfect encapsulation of Holdfast.
So how's the destruction in this game? Because that wall just isn't there anymore.
You can blow through brick walls.
Is this building gonna fall apart?
Some structures are, have permanent, unbreakable defenses, but there are a lot of you can just blow a hole in the wall.
Yeah, play Holdfast. Also, don't play Holdfast. Just watch that video.
I don't know. I'm watching this BattleBit thing, and I'm like,
It gives me what I want. It's $10.
I mean, all right.
Like, do I have any heretic trophies?
It not having, I understand why I couldn't, but it not having realistic graphics is kind of the reason I skipped out on it in the first. Like, I know that's a very silly thing, especially for me, but in this particular case, a part of the appeal of Battlefield for me has always been like,
DICE is very good at that and weapon audio.
Yeah.
Like, DICE had good sounding guns long before Call of Duty did.
Yeah. I feel like EA games in general of the late 2000s generally had some very good audio. Like Dead Space sounds fucking incredible.
Like we just shit on Battlefield for a bit, but like the thing that I still think that DICE is the best at is like being shot at and like explosion sound effects with warping and like the sense of distance of being able to gauge where action is happening in a large map.
I don't think Battlefield games aren't bad these days. They just don't seem like the thing I'm looking for.
They also are things that you literally need to wait at least a month before they get halfway to being halfway.
Are you saying every single one of them could have used another year in the oven?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's I genuinely do question like who are the people playing Battlefield games at launch, and I think Brayden nailed it in that they probably have EA access.
I played Battlefield 5 at launch. I would not recommend that experience. That game's UI just didn't work half the time.
Is this game moddable? Because this looks like the kind of thing that people would start making mods for. Like,
yes.
Okay. But really, I just wanted I just want Battlefield 3 to be popular again. That seems like good enough.
Everybody.
It was $10. Raves, arbitrary water.
Honestly, like if they are going to continue to have like this like weird relationship with like the mixture of being multiplayer only versus single player only, honestly, just make another Bad Company.
They should just go all the way on the MAGA crowd and make Hardline 2.
Everybody, I command attention for a moment.
Yeah.
Yes.
Also, I want to play Bad Company again. With that cast, though, you have to bring those voice actors back.
Puppy.
What happened to your pups?
Nothing. She's right there.
Aw, Maggie. She's tired.
She's an old lady. She's always tired.
Let me look at this old lady. Oh, Maggie.
Trying not to get my fucking arm in this shot. Anyways, there's her bed. There's one of my pillows that sometimes she also sleeps on. And then there's, over there in that corner behind my door, a pile of dirty laundry she also sleeps on.
I bled out.
Cover a falling.
I want to be clear, that laundry wasn't dirty. Isn't there because it's dirty? It's dirty because she pulled it out of my fucking basket of clean laundry to make a bed out of it.
Boy! This is maybe the most, like... Everyone is just on sea. No one is bothering to try and go around.
But this is... You like the Battlefield. That's Battlefield.
Yeah,
like, you signed up for this.
But usually people are like, alright, let's sneak around and take E.
Have you ever spent like 10 minutes walking entirely around the battlefield by yourself to go to the one spot that's not occupied and get close to capturing it, and then suddenly everybody's
God
there?
Damn it.
What?
Harley, I need your advice.
What's up?
Okay, so we've got a Warhammer 40k
well,
weirdo.
hold on. Actually, before you ask, my preemptive advice is break up with him.
Okay, it's a 40k question.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay, so we have concept pages.
Okay.
These concept pages are usually encapsulations for races and jobs and like concepts in video
snipe
games,
from
like
the rally
actual
point.
gameplay things.
I swear
we
to
have
God,
someone
I will
arguing that the
fucking find
Imperial
you and
Knights should
kill
have a
you.
concept page because they are distinct from Space Marines.
Hold on, I'm sorry. Continue. Repeat your last statement.
They believe that we should have a concept page for Imperial Knights, Questor Imperialis, because they are distinct from the normal units in the Astra Militarum as well as the Space Marines.
Okay.
I mean, that's just true.
That's just true.
Do we actually need, like, that's gonna open up the floodgates for, like, Chaos Knights?
There are Chaos Knights.
They're all
Chaos
distinct?
Space Marines shouldn't have a concept
Yeah,
page?
they're all distinct. The
Oh
Imperial...
no, this person's also proposing that we have the Red Duke as a character.
Okay, well, that's
a sick person.
Well, hold on. Is this a Warhammer 40,000 question or a Warhammer Fantasy question?
Both, but let's go back to your Warhammer 40k. Is this a legitimate concept page request? Are Imperial Knights actually distinct from Marines?
Yeah, hold on.
Let me. What an Imperial Knight is.
They're the people in the mech suit.
Yeah, they're entirely
But aren't they technically soldiers in the Astra Militarum?
No. Imperial Knights are like actual legitimate feudal knight houses entirely separate from the military.
What? That have mech suits?
Yes.
They have their own army book?
Yeah. So what the reason why they exist is because during the Age of Expansion, a lot of planets didn't have support from the from Space Marine chapters and the Astra Militarum. So what they ended up doing is they took big robots that they used for like labor.
This is just. Go ahead, keep going. I'm sorry.
They took big robots that they would use for like labor and mining and like industry and stuff, and retrofitted them into machines of war in order to defend themselves from chaos incursions and alien invasions.
So this is how they rope-a-doped the Bretonia players into playing 40Ks. This is Bretonia.
Yes, this is Bretonia. Space Bretonia is just fucking feudal knights, and instead of riding on horses, they have giant robots.
Okay. Yatsu is correct. The only answer here is to delete all Warhammer pages from Giant Bomb Wiki.
And then the Chaos Knights. The Chaos
Just
Knights...
the evil versions of the good guys, right?
Well, they're the evil versions of the good guys, but they're also a little more, like, distinct. Because, unlike So when Space Marines fall to chaos, they're still fundamentally Space Marines. They're dudes in armor. But when Knights fall to chaos, their bodies actually fuse into their machine.
I skipped it because maybe I need to debate this with Marina when he's available. But then I hit skipped, and now I'm looking at this proposal to include a gay Bara RPG video game from itch.io. This is the wiki. This is Giant Bomb's wiki.
Can I have, like, a link to what we're talking about?
No, it's on my mod view.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit, was that? Description. But anyways, yes.
But yeah, so like this copy image. Don't know why it took me to the website. I don't want to be on the website. Copy image. This is a knight. It's very much not a Space Marine.
But it's a mech.
Yeah.
So is this basically how you, if you want to play Tau mechs, this is how you play a faction that actually is good in the meta? Is this that?
So, no.
Okay.
If you want to play Tau mechs, you actually just play Tau, because Tau mechs are better. The thing about Imperial Knights, especially right now in 10th edition, is that you don't ever actually want to play Imperial Knights. What you want is to play any other Imperial army and then have a knight in that army because they can have because of the like alliance rules. Because Imperial Knights actually don't have very good. The thing about Imperial Knights when you're playing them as their own army is that you have like 6 or 7 models on the field, and so every time you lose a model, you're losing like a massive portion of your army. And so any game with Imperial Knights always kind of boils down to your first turn is amazing, and then your second turn blows chunks. And then the game is over in the third turn.
Like a Yu-Gi-Oh!
Like a Yu-Gi-Oh!
Give up after turn 2 because it's a foregone conclusion.
Is that dude building a barricade up there?
You can build sandbags and stuff.
So you can do the Fortnite in this game?
Yeah, a little bit.
Not quite that. It seems more like you can do it in a limited way.
Yeah. And you have a limited number. Like, your squad has a shared reservoir of points.
But yeah, this seems like what I want. Just pure, complete chaos.
Yeah,
I don't need to be good at the game. I just need to be...
versus 127. Bullshit.
Yeah. I just need to be hiding out in that little corner right there while the sound of 1,000 guns rings out around me.
Yeah. Alright, Chris, you want to get set up?
Okay, I'll set up and then you'll be ready in like, what, 10, 15 minutes?
Yeah.
Can you hear a fan in my background?
No.
Okay, good.
No.
This laptop's been a little loud.
That was
Gotta
a turn.
spank it.
Spawning and immediately
Also, yeah,
dying.
sometimes
This
the
is
tank
what
just
you
shows
want.
up.
Alright. It's time to go acquire my tech freeze.
My goddamn legs, they blew it off.
We're gonna meet Pascal. You know, if a major character was kind of a cyborg named Pascal in a video game, I would have 2 nickels.
It would be weird that it happened more than once, right?
Yeah,
Oh, right, yeah,
yeah.
the tech priest is named Pascal.
Yeah, and then also there's a character named Pascal who's pretty critical to the plot in Nier Automata.
Let's use.
I'm actually sure I could probably find more
Do you unlock these? Do you unlock stuff for these guns as you go along?
You unlock stuff for guns by getting kills with the guns.
Okay.
You want to hold on? You want to see some real funny shit?
See some real shit.
Some real shit.
You want to see some real funny shit?
I want to see some real shit.
All right.
Give me the good stuff, Harley.
So that knight that I just showed you, here, if you look at voice to text, the knight I just showed you is the fourth smallest thing on this scale.
$9 meters. That's big.
Oh, it's always great when Task Manager refuses to respond.
That's fantastic. That sounds like you need to reboot your computer.
Oh boy. Commissar Cringe talking about how hedge funds are buying single-family market housing. Which is a conversation I want to have with people playing Battlefield. Roblox Battlefield.
What do you think? Is this a Roblox thing, or is it just using a very simple?
It just looks like Roblox because it's.
Because that's somewhat popular among the kids. They can
It's
sell
also,
more, and also it's very simple.
It's very simple, and it's also very visually clean, right?
I should be back.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
Here's the thing I'll say in defense of this art style is it's very readable.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's.
Alright, Braden, I will start a little early.
Yeah, go for it.
So as that you can hand this off when you feel comfortable. I'm in the middle of dealing with a shitty puzzle, so take your time.
Playing. Wait, did you ever finish Shivers?
Yes, I did.
That's right, you did.
Do you not remember me finishing Shivers?
I wasn't there.
Do you love me?
I mean, I do, as a friend, yes. Not in a romantic capacity.
You should love me in a romantic capacity.
No, thank you. I'm not.
Oh,
interested
I'm
in
already
sort
gonna
of-
die? Seriously?
I just... I just want a boyfriend-free girlfriend. Because I listened to the Behind the Bastards episode talking about how,
Henry Kissinger! Oh, no, wait.
No, about the harassment campaign against Chris Chan. And how that was the herald for all of the internet harassment.
Online internet harassment campaigns.
And it's...
I still think about Chris Chan, the video in which Chris Chan published that says, "This was all a trick, you have been trolled, congratulations." And I think about how, if this whole thing
No, it's
ended
not.
with that
Because
video,
her entire life has been ruined.
if this whole situation ended with that video, Chris Chan would have been a fucking artiste.
Instead
A
of,
legend.
Like, a tragic, horrible figure, yes.
But also, yeah, if Chris Chan's, like, career ends in the video where it's like, this was a troll, I don't live with my parents, I work 9 to 5, you have been trolled. Like, man.
Yeah, but instead a autistic, mentally ill person who was raised poorly by bad parents, is now, lives a horrible, messed up life. But it's more, the thing I more want to say is, I was reminded of, the phrase boyfriend-free girlfriend, and I laughed, because I had forgotten. Even just, detached from the whole context around it. It's a very funny phrase.
Oh, great. Is this gonna put me in critical sanity? It is. Cool.
Yeah.
I don't think I have any sanity items. This sucks. Can I just load up the save?
Yeah, load up your save.
It also didn't give me anything, so I'm not gonna do this. Alright, so we basically... Okay, moon phases. So we've got a moon phase puzzle, basically.
Get them Bishojo. Kiss them.
Can't do that, Brayden.
Kiss
We're in the
the
middle of a
Bishojo.
puzzle.
Why not? I want you to kiss the Bishojo. The only I want Command and Conquer Red Alert 2 Yuri's Revenge. But I ain't
CP, if
talking
you're
about
taking
Udo
applications for romantic intent, I'd like to throw my hat into the ring.
Okay. Ooh.
I do think it's funny that Udo Kier is going to be in the fucking next Kojima game. Hey, remember when Jordan Peele came out on stage?
Fuck!
And they let Kojima talk for like 3 hours, but they only let Sam Lake talk for 30 seconds?
I wonder how much of this is a response to Chris Judge talking for fucking ever.
It is.
The last
Yes.
year.
Chris Judge can talk as long as he wants. That man is
He
Kratos.
had a few drinks, as did Matthew McConaughey. Remember when Matthew McConaughey was there? And
No.
like,
Yeah.
had clearly had a couple drinks or not because he's Matthew McConaughey, so who knows? Because there's like, hey guys, yeah, video games, alright. Yeah. You guys ever seen Interstellar?
Oh, also, we're gonna make a video game that looks like Interstellar.
Yeah,
Even
and
though
then I
there's
found
this-
out later that game is being made by the lead director of Baldur's Gate 2, James Dolan.
Wait, what? Really?
Yes, and they didn't bother saying like, hey, this game is being made by former
Well,
BioWare
Larian
people. It's
was
an RPG.
instructed by... Here, I don't know if you saw this, but Larian was instructed by Microsoft to please mention that the Xbox version of your game is
shadow
going
dropped,
to come out.
and they forgot.
And they forgot.
Sven
and
forgot.
so they're like, well, I guess we're going to release it regardless. Hooray.
Why would you do this to Why would you do this
Why would you
to
do
Phil?
this to small-time video game publisher and console manufacturer Microsoft?
Why would you do this to Phil?
He's an indie gamer.
He loves the video games, just like you. He's a gamer.
He wears leather jackets, just like, you know, most tech people now.
Oh, nice, thanks. Yeah. Oh, wow.
And do it again. Oh, don't do it again?
Oh, I'm dead.
Alright.
Anyway, that's BattleBit. It's good if you
Yeah.
want to buy a Battlefield like that is $10 and has
Yeah,
people who play it.
I wonder if this is one of those games that would just low-key have people playing it forever. Because why would you go back to EA screwing up Battlefield all the time if you already get into this?
Okay, Adira, I want you to give Abelard forewarning.
Alright, I'm going to refill my water bottle.
And then
Also, my hands are cold.
Rebel
Why are my
Agitator
hands
gets them
cold?
analyze. And then
I'll be back in a little while.
we're gonna have